All right.
So when I speak, do I have to like do like this?
You could, however you want. If you're gonna sit back, or you can even hold it if you want. Like however you want, man. Like however you're comfortable.
Okay. You need like one of those hanging ones.
I know, dude. It's in the list. We're gonna get hanging mics so that people don't have to hold them, and it's not just a straight pipe walking mic on it.
Some music playing.
I wish. Fucking copyright all this shit. I'll catch you. Well, because I showcase music, right? Like the person sitting here, but they're sitting here, so it's like if they copyright, it's like, well, dude, the guy was there.
Right.
Like he's right there.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
I feel you.
I'm gonna do a countdown. Do this little pitch in, and we'll start this pitch. And the 3, 2. You talking to me? I'm talking to you. This is talking to me, talking to you. And I got Steve Mages on my couch today.
How's it going, brother?
How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Good, man. I see. Yeah, that's the first. That's the first talking to me, talking to you hand slap. That's
right. That's some Cali shit.
Yeah. So, dude. So you just got back from a long day of hiking.
Oh yeah, we went down to the gorge. It was fun, man. Left at like 6:30 this morning. Hiked all over and found a bunch of new spots, dude. Like serious spots.
Yeah.
Like tightened some caves and like some cliffs. So it was different.
Like some music video spots. Is that what you're saying?
That'd be really sweet. Yeah.
Sweet, man. That's cool. So you were out there. You said you went out like what, like 7:30 this morning?
Yeah, 7:30. Just a friend of mine out there asked if I wanted to go, and I was like, "Yeah, it's Memorial Day, you know. Yeah, let's go."
Third day of the weekend, might as well go hiking, right?
Yep.
That's awesome, man. And so you said you're like just traveling through caves and all that. Do you hike like a lot? Do you go out and hike a lot?
I try to. Like living out in California and whatnot. Like we would go like beach caves and shit. Like Big Bear, like snowboarding up there. So I just try to be a little bit adventurous.
Yeah, that's cool, man. It's good to get out and like
get out of the city,
spontaneous. Feel get that feeling. Let the sun hit you for a while. That's cool, man. I like that. And that kind of goes right into your whole vibe. So you do music. You do go by Stephen James. You're actually
kind of
like
stage name kind of.
Yeah, stage name Stephen James. I like it. It sounds nice. It rolls off the tongue nice.
Yeah.
But no. So it's really cool because you just started doing music mostly in 2020, like playing out and like actually like promoting yourself. So I just kind of wanted to ask you, like, first off, like doing that, like starting out to like try to get shows and to promote yourself and release singles during 2020. Like what was that like, and like how did you like figure out a way to kind of be like pretty semi-successful in a like a very unsuccessful
in a weird time
year for like entertainment?
Really just the pandemic or anything like that really didn't matter. Once you kind of start, you just go. You just you just gotta do what you gotta do. And it was kind of weird. It was almost easier to get gigs then because I don't know. It was just people weren't doing it. They were kind of afraid to do it. So me and my cousin Max, we would just go around and kind of get a vibe from the owners and bars and be like, hey, can we play? And they would let us. So.
Yeah, and I heard a story. I can't remember from who, but they were telling me that when you first like started like really going out and playing, you was in California and you would just hit all these open mics. So tell me a little bit about that experience of just like just running through Cali, just hitting like open mics. Because I mean,
dude, so when I first started playing music, I was playing a lot in California, and my girlfriend at the time, my ex-girlfriend now, she actually was like, why don't you go play down at the harbor? I was like, what do you mean? Like busking or,
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, we'll go down there. And we get there and I literally wouldn't get out of the car. I swear to you, I was not getting out of that car. And she's like dragging me over there. She's like, come on, you can do it. You can do it.
She's got your guitar in one hand and your
she
ear in the other.
She literally got my guitar out, walking with it. I'm like, all right, whatever, we'll go. So we get it set up by the harbor, trying to make a couple bucks. And, I started playing and she's like standing off to the side like she doesn't know me, And then
I'm not his girlfriend. I'm just here as a supporting fan.
And she actually videoed some of it too. And but I played for like 2 hours and was completely nervous and just kept playing the same songs over, because people were walking by.
It's basically busking.
And I made like $11.30 or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, and you still kind of keep that tip kind of idea going to this day, right? Like you just like throw a bucket out, don't you? Like
at all our shows now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
A lot of artists don't do that. I see it more with acoustic acts. But man,
hey man, for sure, do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah, man. Like if they ain't buying CDs, they'll give $1. Like it's a homeless guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't think of how many shows I've thrown money in a bucket.
Yeah, I mean, if they appreciate the artist, they're gonna.
Yeah, you gotta support it. You gotta throw something in, man. So.
But yeah, then so that happened, and then I was like, and I found out what an open mic was. I probably didn't even know what an open mic was then.
So you were doing an open mic, but you had no idea.
Well, I mean, I did the busking, and then I did open mics. I was like, so I can just go up there and play, and like it's just all beginners. And so I started doing that, and I was like, well, shit, you know what? I wonder if I can fill up the whole week with an open mic every night.
Every night?
Right.
So you went and played like every day of the week?
Every night. It's 4 days of the week. Because Fridays,
Yeah.
Obviously, that's like
the band night.
Good. Yeah. But yeah,
Bucking
Monday through Thursday, I would literally go up the coast of California and do open mics.
That's fucking awesome.
Facts, like straight up for like
that's
2 months.
Cool, man. For 2 months, you just dude, that is such a cool story.
Yeah.
Just like, and that like runs key to that spontaneous thing we are just talking about. Like, you just woke up this morning and your buddy hits you up. Oh, hey, let's go hiking. You're like, fuck it. And you send me, you're like, hey, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And this is the estimate time. I was like 8 o'clock. It's a 2-hour drive from where you're at.
I literally just went straight here.
Yeah, and that's it's cool, man. I like that like attitude, the spontaneous like just do something when the opportunities arise. Your girlfriend was like, "Come on, do this," and then you did one busking thing. Then you did no mic. You're like, "Oh," and boom. Turn into your whole week for 2 months.
Right.
And you learn how to play music better probably by doing that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. If I wouldn't have probably played that day, then it'd probably be different now.
Dude, that's awesome. All those tiny steps lead to better things, man.
Knows what.
I like it. Yeah. I like that story, man. That's a genuinely great story to tell. I'm glad that you told it. But within like a year though, you came out, so you released a single, Ride or Die. So you did that, is that within the first year? Or like,
yeah, it's kind of moving quick. Yeah,
maybe even like 6 months, right? Like first 6 months of
last
you actually
summer,
running around and promoting, not just doing open mics and stuff.
Yeah, so last summer I started playing, or the end of summer I started playing like shows. Yeah, and going down to Nashville. I got in touch with some dudes down in Nashville, and now I'm in a studio down in Nashville, and he's solid, really solid dude. Like,
yeah, it's the songs sound good. Like it sounds like really high quality recordings.
Right. Yeah, that's when I started music. I was like, just from like racing, I kind of brought it over. I was like, if you're gonna race and be good at it, you need a fast bike. You need a good bike. Yeah. So it's like with music, you could be a great artist, but if you're recording in your basement,
don't sound the way it's supposed to sound,
you're not gonna get your potential.
Yeah.
So it's like. Yeah, like I attempted. I actually went to Guitar Center, bought myself a mic, got Pro Tools and all that shit. And
Try to do it yourself.
I literally got on the computer like, I sound like shit. I sound like shit.
Well, there's so much knowledge to that stuff. You know, there's like professionals in that field, specifically for engineering.
Right. Yeah. And that's where I'm at. I was like, I'm the astronaut. I don't need to know how to build the rocket.
You're right. That's a great philosophy.
Like serious. Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So going down to Nashville, like that's cool too, because that's also very spontaneous and quick. Obviously, you probably knew some people. So how is that going? You expect to be putting an album out in the next year?
I do want to do like an EP, because like right now I'm working on a second single. It's like a summer single, and I've been going back and forth on releasing it or doing an EP. So I feel like I'm gonna release it. I actually just got in tight with a mixer in Nashville. Apparently, he mixes all the big dogs in Nashville. Yeah, there's only 3 mixers in Nashville. Apparently, they all use. And got in tight with this guy. So this next one might be even better. So we'll see.
I'm excited. I'm excited. That the next song, which is Floating.
Floating, yeah. So, I play at shows, so
I heard you play it. I like that song. It's a chiller vibe, man. Yeah. It's still got that cool pop feeling that you give, but it's much more.
Wait till you hear the banjo in it. Yeah,
you hear the banjo. That's exciting, dude. Yeah, and I like that you're getting very diverse with the musicians and instruments that you're putting in these songs. Yeah. Is that like a lot of you? Because you did show me the cool like the way you guys set stuff up, how you like you have audio files, right? And then you'll listen to it, and when you're showing people, if they say like, oh, hey, here's a note, here, try this, you'll write it down and then like pinpoint it on that part of the song. So how does that work with like you to your producers that are helping you kind of create these songs? Like how does that mend together?
So when I get on to Nashville, it's already planned. And I literally leave my house at like 6 in the morning, get there at like 9:30 in the morning,
ready to go,
and record all day, and leave and come home that night.
Okay,
literally. So it's like 4 hours there, record all day, 4 hours back.
And that's one song.
That's no. It's kind of like not unlimited time, but like it's whatever.
It is
to
what
make
it is.
A song.
Yeah,
you know? And so basically, when I went in this last time to do Floatin', I probably did like 4 sessions with them or something. And I went in there to do it. I was like, man, we should make like a signature banjo going into that.
Yeah.
Like to start it out. And what's crazy is now the people that I have like shown to catch a vibe to see what they thought, they're like, oh my God, I love the banjo.
That's the cool part.
It's like that signature start of the song and the end of the song.
You gotta love that kind of stuff, man. And like, it's cool, man. There's little, like thinking of like a little piece of something and you put it in there and then that's the thing that everybody notices.
Right. It's like that, something you hear in a song.
Yeah. I like that. There's one song, I didn't hear it for the first 100 times I heard the song, but it's a Blink-182 song. Na 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 na. I can't remember, but it's that part of the song.
Yeah, na, na,
and there's this little keyboard part
like
that goes ooh wah ooh wah ooh wah ooh wah, and you don't hear it,
but it's
unless you like
really know.
Yeah,
like
and one day I heard it in a mix. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cool, and it makes that like harmony work better.
Yeah,
and yeah, man, it's just a related thing to what you're saying, and it's fun to do that. Like it's fun to think of those ideas and contribute to these songs, because you're going to the big boys, man, to do this stuff.
Yeah. And that's another thing I was just thinking about, actually talking today with my friend, was like, man, if you're going to take music serious, I mean, I'm not telling everybody they have to do it. Yeah. But you kind of have to live in Nashville.
Dude, it's a big deal.
Like, yeah, I mean, Cincinnati's great and everything, and the music scene's great. It's just like right now I want to start a band. Because I mean, who doesn't want to start a band? Exactly. Like, and so I need people to play with me, and it's hard to find like people that are serious. And so, but in Nashville, bro, like there's so many. You can practice, and so I mean. And
so that was my next question. So, because you do play by yourself right now, like you do singer-songwriter stuff exclusively right now. So, what are your plans to try to get a band together in the future? Are you looking to try to do that sooner than later, or
sooner than later?
So we
were supposed to have band practice, and with the holiday week, and we weren't able to. So, so we got a drummer and a guitarist, and I play guitar. So we'll see.
You need one more. You need a bass,
right?
Whatever cool, fun. Picky string instruments you can bring into the occasion.
Yeah. So it's right there. So
there's an abundance, man, of players that and I know that are just like within our friend group that are right up that alley too, man. Like like Jeff Couch is a great banjo player. Bob Russ does the dobro. Yeah. All those are available too, man.
There is a lot of them.
Especially with the live stuff, because like if you're playing shows around here, perfect, man. Those guys fit right in with that sound, I think. And they're willing to play basically almost anything with everybody,
Yeah.
And that's what I think that you're doing too, because like you have a certain genre of music you play. You play more country, like style stuff.
Yeah.
And so, but when you play out, you play with guys like Jordan Merchant, Jimmy Klepper, which Jordan's more of a folk style singer, and then Jimmy's a what would you put him?
Jimmy is Jimmy.
Yeah, he's unique, especially his singer-songwriter stuff. Yeah, and like because he does the indie rock stuff with Seeing the Funnies, but just you bringing these people in, and I noticed you do when you do these shows with all these different variants of like music, you kind of do Nashville setup where you'll have everybody sit out in front and kind of tell a little bit of story and stuff.
Oh, that's my favorite shows, like where we do like the writers round, where it's line them up, we each take do a song. Yeah, that's my favorite, just because it's kind of like you talk to the artist, you kind of were up
get
there
to know what they're about and stuff. You don't gotta come on a podcast to learn about them.
Right.
That's funny. So and that's cool, man, because not many people do that kind of stuff around here. I think Kroner Circus. Noah Smith does that. Shout out to him. That stuff's really cool. They just went on a cool leg.
Yeah,
down,
like a 3.
Yeah, like 3 show leg down south. It was real cool. I love it. Like, what do you hear about? That's like a tour of multiple artists that are just like a showcase.
Right.
Like, that's crazy. That's something new. Normally I feel like just see in Nashville. Or maybe does it happen in California? Did you see that in California?
Well, I wasn't playing shows in Cali.
Okay, just open mics.
Open mics. So if I lived there now, it'd be cool to like.
So you've had like different experiences in every state that you. So in California, you were open mic running.
Yeah.
Then you moved back to Ohio, or came back to Ohio for the most part, and then now you're playing shows, and booking gigs. Then you go to Nashville, and then you're doing studio time and messing with professional musicians.
Yeah, when you put
that
it
are
like
like
that.
they've been like crafting in the studio for you, and that wow, man, that's cool. That's a big scope to hit in a year. It's impressive, honestly.
True, yeah.
It's very cool, man. And you got, I think it's just your personality. You got a very driven personality, and I think that comes from maybe your line of sports, like the competitive nature in
Motocross
you.
and stuff.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing to have just in general in life, is just to have that like driven like pursuit to go after shit and like to do it fast. Like you said, you want to be the best first, not last. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's very impressive. Like I said, like, and you've done a good job. Like I've told you, the music isn't necessarily mine, but I can take appreciation from everything, and like the steps you've taken and the way you've taken them are fucking awesome, man. I really do.
Thank you.
I genuinely appreciate like musicians and artists doing stuff. Like, you got to push yourself as much.
And that's like what I'm saying. Like that group of the singer songwriters, like my cousin and Jimmy. Like, it's cool too to see Jimmy, like he's pushing too now.
He is.
You know what I mean? He was kind of like chilling. Like, you can see Jim, like he's got a spark in him right now.
He does, and
he's killing it.
Yeah.
I saw him at the, where was it? Oh, dude, I got back from Cali. Did a show on Thursday in Cali, and we went out drinking that night. Hopped on a plane at 4 a.m. Got to Cincinnati the next day. Hungover as can be, jet lag. And I actually didn't play that great that night. but the fact was, I'm getting to is Jimmy killed it. The dude was phenomenal. I was just like blown away. And then I went and saw another show that I didn't play and he played, and I was just like, dude, this guy deserves a shit ton.
He does, man. He's a very talented dude, and he's a very supportive person of his friends. He, he tries, man. He tries real hard to do what he does. He tries, and I like that he tries to be different too. And that's what I feel like, like I said, with what you do with bringing everybody together, you're trying to showcase a diverse group of friends that all play music.
That we can do it.
You can have funk and reggae and country and indie rock all in the same night. Like, it can be a cool, diverse thing of varying artists.
Right.
And
I mean, there's people
enjoy.
that are like, they're definitely not country fans, and I see them singing the words of my songs now.
I'm one of them.
I'm one of them. It's just, little catchy tunes,
Floating to the bottom of this bottle, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know the words. And that's something I was going to say, too, is you do write catchy melodies. You got some catchy melodies. And that's what pop's about.
Right.
It's all about the melodies. If you can catch, like I said, not the country genre, but the melodies.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just be sitting there, like,
your song come in your head,
thinking about whatever, and then your song will pop in my head. I'm like, wow, that you did something right. You know what I mean? And it's cool, good. Man. So back to you got the new song "Floating" come out. We're gonna help you with a music video for that. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be fun. We're super excited for it. It's gonna be a nice summertime video, man. When do you expect? So you said that you were thinking about possibly doing another single or doing an album. So is this gonna be your first music video? Just kind of give me your thoughts on like what you would really want from it, just in general. I mean, I would love to hear. I'm gonna be doing it, so it'd be cool to know before we do it. So I had this crazy idea. So I mean, we can get on a pontoon and get some good vibes, drink and get some girls and like that whole like summer country party vibe. We can do that. But I was thinking, we should get creative. We should give it a vintage film look. Ooh, okay. To make it different. We could do that. It's like a modern vibe, but the camera is vintage vibes. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean,
and there's got to be little clues in the video that makes you know that it's 2021.
Yeah.
Or whatever, like White Claws were not vintage.
Yeah.
So, but you know, things like that just makes you really think.
Maybe it feels almost like a home recorded thing. Yeah,
right. Yeah, like a video camera.
That's
kind of
cool.
shaky.
I like that style, man. That's
You know
cool.
what I mean?
That makes it easy for us because that's our ballpark, man.
Right.
We love doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
a VHS or something.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen. We did that in like one or two of our films where we kind of use that weird VHS effect, and man, it looks awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
I love making it look old, man.
Yeah,
and just getting in the water. I think that will work color wise too, because we're gonna. Oh yeah, I don't want to get too much detail, but man, it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
so
I can't wait.
So. I did want to get on one more thing. So you mentioned it before, and I mentioned it. But your motocross past. So I don't really know much about that. I didn't know you when you were racing a lot and doing. What competitions did you compete in mostly?
I mean, all of them.
So just racing.
So like Supercross is like in stadiums,
Uh-huh.
like NFL stadiums, like the Colts Stadium.
Yeah.
Up there,
Yeah.
Indianapolis. Like I've raced there, and like all the California stadiums and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's literally like the NBA of dirt bikes.
Okay.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Just to understand like what it is.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
But my favorite racing was overseas, honestly, or Mexico,
like Europe?
or Canada.
Okay.
Just like leaving the country was cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like that's like when the dream is like, dude, this is sick.
It gets surreal.
Yeah.
Because like you're in a different place.
Right. And to win there or things like that, it feels like, you know, a lot better.
So that's cool. Like, so what's the like the pinnacle? Like, what was your like favorite like moment competing and doing stuff? Like
my favorite like event in my career kind of vibe.
Yeah.
I think when the first time I went to Europe, actually.
Yeah.
The first time. So I think that was 2017 or 2018. 2018 probably, I think. And 2018. And it was that winter. And I was racing in Canada, and I like won like 3 events in Canada, like against some big dogs.
Yeah.
And like against the best in Canada, and won 3 and got like 5 podiums or something. And then next thing I know, on Facebook, I get a message saying, "Hey, do you want to race in Netherlands, in Holland, in like next month?" And I'm like, "What? You know, what's going on? You know, it's like weird." I was like, they're asking me to go. So anyways, fast forward, I'm racing in Holland, and that weekend racing for the Kawasaki team, and I literally swept everything and won everything.
That's fucking awesome,
dude. It was surreal.
Killer.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
That's a fucking fun experience too, man.
Going to Europe was crazy because like never in my life thought I'd ever just go to Europe and race.
Yeah, on a one-off almost. Like they hit you up the month before. Hey, you want to be in a race?
Right. And that isn't the end of it. So I won that week. It was a week-long like thing, and we stayed there for like 2 weeks because I raced before that. But yeah, stayed the second week towards the end of the series. My guy comes over. He's like, "Hey, Yamaha in Germany wants you to race next month." I swear to you,
went down south to Germany,
dude. And so I was like, all right. So we made the deals, you know, signed the contract, awesome. And I was like, I want to go home for a week. Yeah. So I went home for a week, and then I flew to Germany after that, and then I got a podium in Germany. I think that was my fire year. Honestly, that was a great year,
dude.
And I got my first podium in Germany. And at the time, I was like racking up like international podiums like crazy.
Dude,
so that was really
sick,
fun,
man. That's cool, man. So what was your like? Obviously, like winning and like going through that row of wins was really cool and a good experience. Like, you know, definitely a confidence and booster and all that. But what was the best experience while you were in Europe? Like, did you get to go out and see anything real cool? Like, go out to the towns or anything like that, or did you just get right there to race and get them out?
I mean, the after parties are pretty sick.
That's all I was hoping you'd say.
They're fun. It's just like a different vibe. Like the people have like a different spirit.
Well, especially when you win.
Yeah, exactly. Then the party gets better.
You got champagne, you spray on everybody and shit. Man, I can't imagine.
Yeah, man. And I remember like the podium in Germany, like we were drinking the champagne bottle, you know, just like celebrating. And that stuff's like strong.
Yeah.
But yeah. Their whole vibe is just really good, like the way they like, you know, like here, like when people are like at the club or at a bar or something, they're just like chilling with their beer, you know, hanging out. Dude, they're just moving and like fist bumping, like good times, like there's like they're
that makes
jumping.
Sense.
It's weird.
It's because I mean, we have like kind of like the clubs like in America, like
it's kind of standoffish here.
It is.
They're just like,
it's almost like a high school dance here, like, you know, like all the kids are against the wall, and then you got like the one couple just dancing in the middle.
I think it's so like when you race over there. Well, I don't know about that. When you race over there, there's in like, let's say like my class, the race there is like, there's the dude next to me is from the UK. This guy's from Bulgaria. Yeah. The next guy's from like France, or the next 3 guys are from France. You know, whatever. You don't know where they're from. They're all in that little pocket because Europe is like the United States,
which is crazy. They all speak different languages too.
Right. Like Germany's the size of like Texas, a country like Texas.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So imagine that. Nuts. So Holland is like Kentucky. You know what I mean? Like. That's how little these countries are.
And that blows my mind too, man. Yeah. Like comparison wise, and I mean that's where you just look at the United States is as it basically is just a
bunch of countries
together. You know?
On the same frequency.
We just all speak English instead of different languages.
Right, which is kind of boring, but you know,
over there it's kind different. Of boring. Yeah, you know, I guess we kind of try to make it different by going like instead of saying you all, it's y'all. And,
yeah. We got different accents.
Yeah, and formations of words and sentences. But besides
that's how Germany is. So like Germany, the west side Germany can't even understand the east side. There's 2 different
Is that
languages.
Because of the wall that was there for a while?
That one happened. On the right side is like the east side, my bad, is really broken down. It was kind of poor, Chemnitz and all that. I mean, it's all right now, but you know.
Said which side was the west side?
The east is more broken down kind of vibe. Yeah, I mean, they're good. It's just you can tell. You know
okay, that was the Soviet ran.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Have you ever been over Europe?
No, I've never
Dude,
been. I would love to see it.
It's like going to a different world. It's like if you're tired of this world, just
go to that one.
I swear to you, you're just like, what? And then another thing is cool is like the first time you go is way different compared to like the 2, 3, 4 times you go.
Really?
The first time is just like, it's different. The first time hits different than all the next times.
Really?
Just because you're interested in all and just learning.
Probably just much shock.
Yeah, it's like, crazy, dude.
Because like you can't just go up and ask somebody like a genuine question, or you can't be like say like
they speak English, but you don't want to talk to older people. They don't speak English.
Yeah,
the kids like or younger people, they'll speak English.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know that.
So yeah, I didn't know that either. I thought when I went there, I would just be like. Nobody could talk to me.
By it,
yeah. But no, like all the kids are like young adults. They all speak English.
That's really cool. That's helpful for me.
Yeah, because I was the same way when they asked me to go over there. I was like, I'm probably not gonna do this.
Yeah, I got know nobody. Nothing. I'm gonna get lost.
Yeah,
not gonna be able to read street signs.
Right. Dude, I'd say the sketchiest time was I had actually left. Or I lost my bag in Turkey. I had a layover in Turkey.
Okay.
I lost my bag. Missed my next flight, and so I had to literally stay in Turkey for 10 hours, right? And I look out the window at the airport, and it looks like Baghdad out there. It looks like broken down buildings and just like some not good stuff. And so
third world.
Yeah. And apparently Turkey's really nice. So.
It is. There's just some really nice places in Turkey.
And it just didn't look nice.
It's just like, you know, you go to Detroit.
Yeah,
you know, right. There's parts of Detroit that just look
rough. Yeah.
Man, it's
and
bad.
So I wasn't gonna just try that. I was just like, you know what? They're like, here's a voucher for a hotel just outside the airport. I was like, all right, grabbed it, and I just went to a bench in the airport. You know, I was just like, yeah. I just ate their food and just hung out. Yeah.
If you are observant human being, you'll realize real fast when you're not in a good place in the world. You know,
and it's the hassle because it's just more hassle to go out into the city and then make your way back in Turkey. It's like
because I
just don't feel like doing that.
Well, because do they I'm assuming they have cab services or some sort like that. Right?
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
But obviously,
but I only had 9 hours. When I could go out there and come right back, just cause more problems.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly, man. But it is what it is. You take your chances. That's what life's about.
Yep. Send it.
But dude, man, no, thank you so much, man, for coming out. This has been a cool podcast, man. I like your stories that you got from all around the world.
Man.
They're really cool. I didn't know most of them before you told me this now, man. But I appreciate it. Let's do that slap up again. Yeah. Second slap up on talking to you. This has been talking to you. Thanks for watching.